After a night out drinking, my girlfriend had a manic episode. Spent $10,000 and sent me crazy voice messages. Got diagnosed with BPD. Then confessed she slept with a stranger that night also. Everyone says I'm heartless for leaving her. I am 25 and I dated my now ex-girlfriend, 25, for 2 years. For the most part, things are going great. Although there were issues with her sometimes, usually with fits of anger, but it wasn't too bad. Then all that came crashing to an end when my girlfriend had what was a manic episode. After drinking copious amounts of alcohol on a night out, she had a severe manic episode where she spent $10,000 and then sending incomprehensible audio messages to me. She was checked into a mental health facility after that episode and diagnosed with BPD, borderline personality disorder. She had long suspected she maybe had this, but it had never manifested so intensely. The psychiatrist said she had undergone psychosis, severe mania, and had BPD. Since then, she was placed on meds and undergoes therapy. Then she admitted that, on that night, she had cheated on me by sleeping with a random stranger. She was extremely remorseful and promised she'd never do anything like that again. I was shocked by her admission, and I basically stormed out and went to a hotel by myself for a few days. I then plucked up the courage to confront her. She tried telling me she loves me and that she has a lot of regret for what she did and that she feels immense shame and that it's because of her sickness. I told her that her mental health issues are not an excuse, that it has nothing to do with that, and that she cheated because that's just who she is. I then told her we are finished. She began sobbing uncontrollably, saying she wants to end her life. That really hurt me, but I stood firm. I told her that her cheating is her own fault, and it's a reflection of who she is, and that she needs to stop hiding behind her mental issues. Her friends have been messaging me calling me asshole and heartless, but I feel they are the ones being heartless. Best comments. Psychosis literally implies they're not capable of rational, normal thought, and were not acting like themselves. It's okay to be hurt by her actions. It's another thing entirely to wholesale write her off as a bad person due to ignorance of mental health crises. So basically, any action is okay if you're under psychosis? Of course not. People are not robots making involuntary decisions. Cheating is cheating, and it makes you a bad person. It's not her fault she has BPD, but it's her responsibility. Facing the consequences of one's actions is part of that, whatever those may be. She was most likely psychotic, hypersexual, uncontrollable spending, probably not sleeping for days. No reasonable person would do that. But Opie doesn't need a reason to stay in a relationship. He also describes her as not only being manic, but psychotic. If she's having a full-on break with reality, she's not responsible. Not that OP, based on his comments, really seems to understand what that means. Compassion equals being a doormat. The fact that she brought up self-harm as a tactic underscores that you did the right thing. She has a lot of work to do. You can wish her well from afar. Update number 1, 3 days later. So, comments were quite evenly split. Many saying I was not an asshole, but also many saying I was completely misinformed on mental health. Admittedly, I think I was perhaps a bit ignorant on mental health and how her psychotic and manic episode affected her state. I really contemplated it. My ex has been spamming my messages and begging to talk to me so she can explain. I thought about it, and the truth is that while I have a more objective understanding of how her mental health led her to do what she did, I simply am not feeling empathy for her. My concern right now is to take care of myself. So, I have blocked her on everything and also all her friends. I think this is the best path forward, rather than talking it out with her, as that could go badly for both of us. Best comments. Mania is a bitch and not the happy, sunshine rainbow shitting unicorns that Hollywood portrays. But you absolutely need to take care of you first. The consequences of her actions are something she has to live with, even after a manic episode. If we're lucky, it gives her reason to more openly and honestly talk with her doctor and seek the right therapies and medications that will work best for her to minimize episodes, instead of just what slaps a Band-Aid on it. Thank you. I'm taking care of myself and reminding myself that her cheating is her own behavior. Hopefully, when I am well enough to date again, I will date someone who isn't suffering from a severe mental health disorder.